men used to worship women as gods, so they came up with the religion and they reversed it.
Shit, I worship my ladies though. You know what I mean? I'm in there hour and a half.
They took what women,
breath,
they took what men and just humans naturally did. The women it wasn't no question on who was your leader. Everybody knew the woman was the leader because that's just how it was. It was the natural order of nature. You know, we didn't have to do a tug of war of who lead, and everybody knew the woman birthed everybody. Naturally, all men come from women, so it's just like there wasn't no the baby boy ruling over the mama. You ain't never seen the baby boy ruling over the mama and leading the mama and telling the mama what to do. You've always seen the mother telling, even in nature, you always see the mother leading the baby boy. The baby.
That's not true. We could date back to Greek gods. Gods would have sex with their own mother. This was very old. This is.
I know, Sebastian. History. I'm sorry. I gotta mute you now. You've never seen in nature.
That wasn't black people, baby. That was all Caucasian. Let's let that be known.
Yes, and that shit was brought here.
That came from the Caucasians because they lived they lived like animals. That never was.
Okay, y'all. So let me turn them down a little bit. It's funny that she said they're not animals, but she's claiming that women can produce a baby without a man, and she named it parthenogenesis, which is specifically talking about insects, reptiles, fish, and birds. And she's saying they're not animals. Now, I'm gonna let y'all hear the rest of the conversation, but I recorded a whole bunch of this before I actually went live, and this is why I'm going live, to show how we have lost emphasis. These women are saying that women should stop birthing children and stop getting married because that's a sign of a pick-me, and men should not be leading, women should be leading. So I'm going to read some of the topics you have. So the topic that she's talking about is, pick a topic. This is what they're talking about here. Children don't benefit women. Women should do the right thing and get the baby or abortion. Women have overpopulated the planet with men. Women should stop birthing their oppressors, which are men. Women should practice witchcraft, sorcery, hoodoo, voodoo, etc., because it's our protection. This is what they believe. Luke, and they use in Bible scriptures. Luke 23, verse 29. Blessed are the child-free women. Women with children will be jealous of child-free women. Genesis 3:16. If a woman allows a man to rule, lead over her, she is cursed. Now, obviously, they're interpreting right from their standpoint. So, y'all, the world is lost. This is straight up chaos. When I finish with this, because I don't know how long they're gonna be on here, and I doubt if I'm gonna be on here as long as them. I want to share the clips that I have because this is
just talking. Just name one thing. You don't have to name multiple. Name one.
You said that babies will grow up to be devils. You said women will be.
Wait, Sebastian. Listen, hold on, Sebastian. Hold on, Sebastian. I told you to name one. For you to say that, and Sebastian, listen. Okay, Sebastian, you're the same one that keeps complaining about the hierarchy. You, Sebastian, you keep complaining about the hierarchy. But who is birthing this hierarchy that you keep talking about?
Women.
Thank you.
Women are dangerous. That's the claim.
Thank you, Sebastian. Hold on. Sebastian. So overall, when you say that, oh, women are birthing, this was the first one you said. You said, yeah, you keep telling women that, you know, you don't know if the child is going to be a demon or not. You're right. This hierarchy that's still existing and has been existing, like we just said, is birthing this hierarchy, right? That you claim to be so against us and we should all join together and the hierarchy is the hierarchy's fault. You just agreed that women are birthing it. So for you to say that women are going to birth and don't know if it's going to be a demon or not, that is the truth. Would you agree to that, Sebastian? You can unmute.
Was your claim not that?
Hold on. It's a yes. Hold on, Sebastian. It's a yes or no question because you said that women don't know if they're going to birth a demon or not. So would you agree that this hierarchy, do you agree that women is the one who birthed it? We don't know if it's going to be a demon or not, but women birthed this hierarchy. Would you agree that women birthed it, right? And we didn't even know it was going to be that way, right? Or would you agree though that women birthed it, right?
Now I was asking about your claim.
Now I have to mute you because it is a yes or no question, Sebastian. Because you keep talking about this. Hold on, Sebastian. Because,
I don't know.
But Sebastian, you just said that women. You said that. Okay, all right. You don't want to talk about it. Hold on, Sebastian. All right. Sebastian, listen. It was a yes or no question, Sebastian. You keep talking about the higher.
I don't know.
So you said yes that you said yes that women are the ones birthing it, right? But you said that women, you said I shouldn't tell women that they don't know if their child is going to grow up and be a demon or not. You know they don't know. So why would you want women to continue to take a chance? Okay? You know what I'm saying makes sense. I'm not good at articulating what I'm trying to say, but you know what I'm saying, Sebastian, don't you?
I can hear you out. No, I can hear you out.
Exactly. No. And listen, and you still didn't answer my question. Would you agree that this so-called hierarchy that women, you say women don't know if they're going to birth demons or not? Would you agree though that women still birth this so-called hierarchy? Yes or no?
I would say so. Yeah.
Wait, Sebastian, listen. It is a yes or no question. Since you say that I need to stop speaking all these things, I don't have claims or no proof or backup. Since you want to say that when you're lying, if that's in anything that I said, man, I'm just trying to prove you wrong and prove me right. So I'm gonna ask you: are not women the ones birthing this so-called hierarchy?
I can see that because I just answered. I can see that you only think about proving yourself right.
But you said though, hold on. You said yes. You heard. What did you say, Sebastian?
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you. You said yes, so, yes. But then, Sebastian, you said I don't have no claims on or any backup on whether women, when they give birth, they don't know if it's going to be a demon or not. You feel me? So exactly, that's proving my point. So Sebastian, I'm gonna ask you again. What do you feel that I said that we have no back? Because I got the backup for that. You just agreed with me. You just agreed that women don't know whether they're going to birth a demon or not because they're the ones birthing this hierarchy that's been here for hundreds and thousands of years, right?
Right. And so your claim is that you shouldn't because you don't know.
Exactly. Just don't even take a chance. Don't even sacrifice. Take a chance for what? For what?
Man, that sounds so
dumb. So don't even do it.
Man, the world is lost. Everybody lost. Well, she's saying don't birth any children. Everybody should just stop giving birth to children because you don't know if it's a demon or not. First of all, you need to know what a demon is, because honey, she don't even know that she's a demon. Because she's speaking lies. Demon just means deception. Somebody is deceiving another person.
Of the world, and they don't want to feel selfish and bring someone in this world and it's up to failure. I mean, the millennials and the Gen Zs are like the first ones without a purpose in a generation, like that kind of thing. So I mean, there's all kinds of stuff reasons why women are saying these things, right? But I do think you should be able to choose if you want a kid or if you want to be with a man, and choose wisely, and not just because you want validation. Pick yourself if you've never picked yourself before, but I believe in the union of a man and woman. When a masculine and feminine get together, it creates something unstoppable. But no way in heck, if I'm studying different religions and understanding what the divine feminine is, there's no women were never supposed to submit to men. Never.
But when you wait, Horn, let me ask you this. Horn, I do want to ask you this. I'm sorry to cut you off. But when you say that a woman and a man coming together and creating something that is unstoppable, what do you mean when you say unstoppable?
So real love is rare. Real support and love and unconditional is so rare. And this idea of love and marriage that they sell.
I think I had enough. They really ain't even nothing about what they're saying is logic. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna just share the clippings of what made me even want to share this live because y'all can see it's a bunch of boom.
Not just children. Let's just say that even if they can't.
Who have you seen? Horn, who have you seen do this so-called? Hold on, real quick. I'm gonna let you go, real quick, Carlos. Horn, who have you seen do this unstoppable connection with the woman and the man, and you know, who have you seen do this?
Will Smith.
My family. The only thing that I have seen is my grandparents on my mom's side, and then my cousin and his wife on my dad's side. That's all I can think.
What makes them? But what makes them the people that you've seen? What about them makes them where that's that connection that's unstoppable? What makes them different? You know, like tell me what makes them that couple that's unstoppable.
I'm not gonna say that opposites attract are always true, but I think it's the conviction and the humility of the person where your life just didn't make sense before, or you felt like something was missing, and they come into your life and it's like they're your angel and no one else.
Oh, okay, all right, Horn. Oh, okay, beautifully said, Horn. Beautifully said. Hey, Carlos.
Oh, hey.
But in no way were we the way the divine feminine works, the way feminine, the way women are and what we do and how we move in life naturally, if we weren't like suppressed, right? And just
and I'm gonna say this to you, Horn. I'm gonna say this to you because you're young and we all are still growing, but you never know what happens behind closed doors with these married couples who've been together forever.
Oh, I come from a divorced family, so I know very well.
Yeah, but you get what I'm saying though. Like even with the two couples that you name that you say are this so-called unstoppable.
The reason why I've said they're the only ones.
Yeah, but you get what I'm saying though, Horn. You still never know what happens behind.
I think this is a group of women that's been hurt. So many women, they just like, you know what? I think we need to take over the world and stop giving them babies. It's just like giving birth because of men. And this is why everybody needs to just stop giving their interpretation of the Bible, because these people are quoting scripture. Y'all see the confusion that is being caused in the world when people pick up the Bible? This girl said the serpent in the Bible was trying to help Eve. Girl.
And that's the female. I mean, there's the feminine and the masculine energy coming together and making something unstoppable. No, feminine energy is dominant. Feminine energy is dominant over the masculine energy.
Exactly.
Feminine, and so masculine energy is submissive. Okay.
Exactly. I agree with that.
You get what I'm saying? Feminine energy is more superior over. It's way more powerful than the masculine. So I get what you're saying as far as the yin and the
I agree with you 100%.
Overall, you feel me? That masculine.
Ain't tell my shit. All right, we're gonna play this one first. I'm gonna play them in order that I heard them.
He's not the one that's trying to do the tricking. The God is the one that's doing the controlling and the tricking.
That's right. The serpent actually helped the woman. The serpent actually helped wake the woman up. Okay, that's what the serpent did. The serpent helped Eve. Okay, all right. That's the real truth. If you go back and read it, the serpent actually helped Eve.
Because the earth was desecrated, like they were in like a garden, but outside the garden was the real world.
And that Bible, he's not the one that's trying to do the tricking. The God is the one that's doing the controlling and the tricking.
That's right. The serpent actually helped the woman.
Okay.
The serpent actually helped wake the woman up. Okay.
All right, let's go to the next one.
The serpent helped.
I feel bad to keep the babies that they were raped by men by. Think about all the spirits that's coming through the realm here to get here by way of being raped by another man, right? And then they feed that woman that Bible and tell her, oh, but you must keep the child, and then you don't even know what spirit you're bringing here. You see what I'm saying? Through that bloodline. Y'all need to start being careful who you lay down with, because some of these people are the most evilest people on the planet. Okay, you could be bringing back their seeds here.
Yep, not every woman
I want to say this too to women, because I hear a lot of women saying that be careful who you lay down with and have children with. But that doesn't matter. Like I really need for women to fathom what I'm saying when I say this. You can find the perfect man that you can see that's perfect. He's perfect to have children with. He'll be a great father and all these things. But these children that you have with him, those children will grow up one day and have their own minds. They will be adults. So you can raise the children up to be perfect. You can find the right man, but that child could still grow up and be demonic, okay? So overall, I just feel like women shouldn't even think that they found the right man, because 82% of men change after the baby is born. And that's too late. The baby's here now. So if he changes, it's too late. So I just feel like women just need to stop even thinking you're finding the right man, to just not even do it at all. You get what I'm saying?
I agree, and I think we should start focusing more on
what they gonna do?
Finding how we can better communities with
so many women humping on each other now.
Strengthening our relationships with the women that we have around us, and filtering out what kind of women are with the patriarchy and who would be against us in our circles. But it's really time to kind of hone down and better the relationships that we have with other women around us. Seriously.
Can I
not spreading that?
Just for the women.
Yes.
So all the women need to get together and hate the men. That's what she's saying.
On the panel said that they don't believe in the Bible or anything like that. I don't know if any of y'all maybe have Christian friends or not, but for the women on here that have Christian women friends, even though y'all are saying, oh, it's the man's fault, if you see your Christian friend that has a good husband, a good loving man that doesn't beat on her, has a good family, are you still going to tell your good Christian woman friend that, oh, she needs to leave him because he's bringing down society?
Listen, Miss.
What about being a Christian? To leave people. We're not trying to tell people to leave their relationships with their men if they have a good. We're telling them to not birth men right now because of what we're going through. That's the point.
You know how stupid you sound.
We don't believe in man hating. Okay, that's not this live. We're just saying that right now we need to put a pause on birthing anyone right now.
I told you.
But creative, if you really hear what he's asking. He's talking directly about
He's talking about religion. He's talking about the Bible. He's basically saying.
Well, no, wait. What I was saying was that, out of everything that was said,
this is sad.
He could only center himself.
It
and
is.
think about someone leaving him. Think about.
These are people that have been hurt.
We're not talking about that. We're talking about the world. We're talking about the state that it is in right now.
The state of the world.
I feel bad to keep the babies that they were raped.
So the state of the world. She said, we're talking about the state of the world. Now, I'm going to say this because a lot of people think the world is overpopulated. No, what is going on is you have governments buying up land and creating neighborhoods, and they're giving you only certain areas to choose from to live in, and those areas are overpopulated on purpose. There is plenty of land in the world on this earth for everybody, plus some. The world is not overpopulated. There is undiscovered land on this earth.
What's this for?
Let's listen to the next one.
Lay on her back for a husband to please him, right? She's going to happily continue to have his babies if he wants them, right? So that makes her very dangerous. So women like that are pick-me's, and they are very dangerous, if you ask me. And Taurus, I know you're like, well, why would you tell her this? If she has anything negative to say about my a woman like that, what you're talking about, I'm going to tell her, well, I have something negative to say about you too. And I think women like that, the women who are happily married, are the most dangerous human beings on the planet because they're the ones who are continuing to birth men. Okay?
Wait a minute.
They're doing it because they're happy with their husband and they want to have children, have this so-called family dynamic.
She said women that are continuing to birth men. And I'm just going to say birth children because when you get pregnant, you don't know what you're gonna get until they tell you what you're gonna get. So she's saying that, girl, let me go back because now I don't want to misquote her.
Women like that, the women who are
that's what she said.
Are the most dangerous.
Women that are happily married are the most dangerous. I know I can think of a lot of dangerous people in the world than a woman that's happily married. Y'all see how insane the conversations get when you don't have the truth and you just talking, regurgitating, making up theories out of emotion because you done been hurt by so many men. Now women need to just stop being happy with men. How dare you be in a happy marriage? You're dangerous for being in a happy marriage and you're a pick-me. This is what they're saying. Insane.
Human beings on the planet because they're the ones who are continuing to birth men, okay? And they're doing it because they're happy with their husbands and they want to have children, have this so-called fake family dynamic, which they were lied to men about. Yeah. You feel me? So that's what makes them dangerous. They're the most dangerous human beings. I could deal with being on the planet with men than I can with the pick-me's because the pick-me's are the ones who are the ones birthing these men. Women like her wants to continue to birthing them.
So she can deal with being on the planet with men, but she can't deal with being on the planet with another woman that's deciding to birth a man. Make it make sense. See the...
That's why I would say she's very dangerous to me, and she's the most dangerous. She's more dangerous than men. You feel me? This is why I call women the devil. I call women like her the devil because she's...
Says the woman with snakes coming out her mouth. And her TikTok title is Serpent. Well, she picked a good name for herself.
Still wants to birthing man. She still wants this chaos.
Because she got a slippery tongue that's deceiving people.
She doesn't want to stop birthing men. So, yes, she's very dangerous. That's what I would say to her.
You dangerous.
You could go Eminem. I just really had to break that down for him because you really think we're going to tell her, but if I'm just saying, if she had anything bad to say about my prom and she was on my panel and she was happily married, she's still a problem to me because she's still going to go home and lay down on her back and pop out maybe another baby boy, endangering us more, overpopulating the planet with men. So she's a very, very dangerous human being to me. Okay, Eminem, you could go. I hope I broke it down enough for y'all. Yeah, I wanted to say to him, he said if one of our friends had a good Christian husband, and it was a good marriage or whatever like that, I would say it's still dangerous for her because knowing the kind of stuff that you're poisoning her with by that Bible, knowing she is not liked religiously, that is like beating her down. And then we have women, they deal with it just to fit in, but they're mentally destroying themselves when they are with men like you, Taurus. No matter how good you may be in your marriage, you're still leading her wrong. I land there.
The reason why I say that these people been hurt is because I can empathize with, where this comes from, because a lot of women have been hurt by men, and a lot of men do put women in competitive spirits by having them compete against each other for them. So I get what they're saying, but it's still ridiculous. That's not the solution to the problem. The solution is y'all need to put that Bible down and stop giving your interpretation of what you think it means. Okay, put it down, because all of this is coming from Bible. They quoting Bible scripture. We even got the people with the tarot cards quoting the Bible scripture now. Confusion. That's all it is.
You sound too low. I can't hear you, Taurus.
She said I would be leading my wife wrong because I'm a Christian man.
And if we want to really be technical, who's raising the men that are causing these issues that they are complaining about? Women. Okay. Mostly women are raising these men.
What I said. Yep.
What does it mean?
You're feeding patriarchy. You're down with the patriarchy, and your wife is too. So all the married women, they may not think that they're down with the patriarchy, but they are. You feel me? So if you're a married woman, you're actually like Eve. Eve was the first daughter of patriarchy. That's why she needed the serpent to come and wake her up and put some sense into her. But she was down with the patriarchy. Eve was.
Lie.
So married women are just like Eve. They're down with the patriarchy. They down with it.
The serpent was alive before Eve, though.
The serpent woke Eve up.
It might
That's
work.
what the serpent did. Eve was down with
it might be cool enough now.
The serpent to help her awake, but the serpent was alive before Eve in the Bible. That's even in Genesis.
Do you
Everybody arguing about the Bible
actually represents in the Bible, Therese?
Please enlighten me.
The serpent actually represents.
Yeah, this is why correction had to come. This is why Christ comes with the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Because ain't nobody got it. Everybody saying all kind of shit. This is crazy.
Since the Kundalini fluids that comes from the lower spine up to the brain, the pineal, and it wakens you up consciously. Exactly. It's the Kundalini. But they use it as a snake, just to give a
that's her interpretation. That's their interpretation. That's the new age practice.
But they use the serpent, but really was Eve thinking to herself and thinking like, "Hey, why this man don't want me to eat from this tree? He don't want me to have knowledge of myself." They walking around there butt ass naked like some retards. The God didn't even want them to know they was naked. He didn't want them to know nothing. He wanted them to be dumbed down, slow, and retarded. Okay?
Again, she's giving her interpretation of the Bible. A woman calling herself a serpent, saying that women should be practicing sorcery, witchcraft, voodoo, because it's their protection. This is the woman that's teaching the Bible on TikTok today. This is why I'm like, nah, I gotta put them on the screen, because we need to start really shining some light on the confusion, the ignorance, the things that we say don't make no damn sense. This girl said God wanted them to be stupid. let's be very clear. This is kind of like a slang. If you leave your house without certain things that you meant to take with you, you left your house naked, is something that said, when you're talking to somebody in the hood, in the streets, the slang, man, I'm naked, man, I'm naked. They ain't saying they really literally naked. They're just saying, I left my house without my peace. I left my house without my whatever they talking about. Lean not on your own understanding, Miss Serpent, because that is not what that scripture is talking about. And that's the Garden of Eve ain't even a damn place.
He didn't want them to even be like gods. He said he didn't want them to eat from that tree because then they would be like us.
Also, she thinks Eve and Adam was real people, and that's not true either.
Would be like, he didn't want them to rise. He wanted them to stay low. So the serpent helped Eve. Okay. Exactly. So the Kundalini, the rising of the Kundalini is in consciousness is what they call Christ-like.
That's what y'all call Christ-like.
That is what they call Christ-like. So the serpent speaking to her.
That's not what Christ-like means.
Talking to her and waking her up to reality. And she was not allowed to have consciousness. He did not want her to have consciousness because he wanted her as a slave. Exactly. He wanted to spiritually and mentally. You're lost because you're reading the Bible.
They all are lost.
It's a symbolic book. Everything has a meaning behind it. That's just like when it says.
She said something true. You don't have the meaning though. That's the thing. They read the book and they see everything in there has a meaning, and the meaning of it is hidden. But why do you think that it's not hidden from your ass? I digress.
I don't believe in it, but I know what it means. I know what stuff means when I know what the Bible means. I know what it says. So Eminem, listen.
It's so funny how everybody knows what the Bible means all of a sudden.
I have read the Bible. Who said I believe in the Bible? I don't believe in the Bible. The Bible, let me tell you something. The Bible has good in it and it also has bad, okay?
Let me tell you something. The Bible is just a book. Y'all picking it up and reading it and giving your interpretation is the bad. The stories, they ain't good or bad. It just is. It's just a story. It's a book. The good and bad happens when you pick it up and decide whether you're going to teach it or not. When you decide you want to teach it, that's the bad. When you decide, okay, I'm just going to read it and I ain't going to give my interpretation. I'm just going to read it for my own inspiration. Okay? But no, that's not what people doing. They picking it up and they reading it and oh my God, I know what that means. And then say some stupid shit like women have babies by themselves. They don't need a man. A woman has her own sperm. I'm going to play that in a minute. They said that on here too. Women have their own sperm. Women can make babies by themselves. It's called parthenogenesis, and that is not talking about human beings. That's specifically talking about insects, reptiles, birds, fish. But let's get back to it. I'm getting ahead of myself.
Because the ones who have rewrote the Bible, it was meant to confuse. They're not going to tell you. They're not going to keep all.
It worked because you're definitely confused.
Good in it.
The whole world.
They had to confuse you. They had to put good and they had to put truth and they had to put lies. But it's on you. It's on you to understand and see.
To be correct. They didn't put a lie in the Bible. You read it and told the lie. It's just as simple as that. The Bible itself is what it is. It is the will of God. It tells you what God will do at an appointed time. Y'all reading it and lying. That's where the lies come in.
It was actually in it. Exactly. And let me hold on. Let me say this. Let me say this to you, Tyrese.
Okay.
Because Tyrese, are you a Christian or are you religious?
I'm a Christian.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you're a Christian, right? So that means you are a follower of Christ, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, was Jesus a Christian?
To me, yes.
No, he was.
Now she about to say something that actually did make sense.
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. Tyrese. Hold on, Tyrese. Listen. Christians are followers of Jesus, right? That's Christ, right?
He teach Christianity, right?
All right, but no, Tyrese. No, he didn't. Tyrese, we all know that Jesus was not a Christian. Stop. That's a lie. He was not a Christian. Christians are followers of him. So he was not a Christian. What you say he a Christian because he followed himself? No. Christians are followers of what you say, Sebastian?
He didn't want a religion of himself. He didn't want Christianity. That's not what he preached. So yeah, he wasn't.
So she did say something that made sense, but she finna tear it up in a minute. That is true. People are calling themselves Christians, but ain't nobody really following Christ. They following a book or they pastor or somebody else that's giving them enlightenment. They're not following Christ. So
Christian, technically, but they still made a
Exactly. It doesn't matter though, but you get what I'm saying. Jesus was not a Christian. And as a matter of fact, he told them, hey, don't follow me like that. Like, I'm just a messenger, basically. You get what I'm saying? But overall, Jesus wasn't a Christian. So why in the hell are you a Christian, Tyrese? Why are you a Christian? For what? Jesus wasn't a Christian. So why are you a Christian?
Because he's following behind something that was given to his eyes. He didn't even know what he was talking about.
Exactly.
But I could argue that the allegory of the serpent could.
So he following something that was given to him. Y'all not? Everybody on this panel is following something that was given to them. All of y'all all following the lie that was given to you.
Being purity instead of knowledge. You know, so who's to say that we don't have that?
Sebastian, the serpent was wisdom. Okay, the serpent was. Yeah, listen, the serpent overall. Listen, go do your own research on the serpent. Go do your own research.
Power does not mean good or bad. Power means
Women. I want you guys to listen to the men on here. Don't they sound like robots? Like they literally sound like something like a system that was just obviously taught to them. But listen to the way that they sound, though.
At the end of the day, I believe that men are just superior to women.
It sound like the puppets. They sound like puppets to the patriarchy god.
Right.
You know, they're like his
they
little
don't even
puppets.
sound natural.
Yeah, they sound like his little puppets or his robots. And they're keeping, laying her back for her husband to please him, right? She's going to happily continue to have his babies if he wants them, right? So that makes her very dangerous. So women like that are pygmies and they are very dangerous, if you ask me. And Taurus, I know. You're like, well, why would you tell her this?
Okay, let me go to the next one. I know I was replaying it.
We have no use for men like that. That's really feminine. Feminine men follow other men, whether it's a male god or a male demon.
Now they talking in their emotions.
If you a man, ladies, and ladies, let me tell you this.
They don't like order.
Because it's full of judgment. This isn't progressive. This is a one-sided.
It's definitely not progressive.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
For your opinion. Nah, but this is not progressive. The idea is not to get better from you.
Don't you guys be the first ones to tell white women to hold themselves accountable and to do something about what's happening? So now that we decided that we're going to hold ourselves accountable and do exactly what we said we're going to do, which is take control and figure out what to do, right? Now we figured it the fuck out. And because and you think that this is going to affect you, right? And so you're
wait. So to solve the problem of oppression in the earth, they saying stop getting married because that makes you very dangerous and that makes you a pick-me. 2, stop having children. Because those are the only things that they're saying. Oh, and do sorcery, voodoo, and witchcraft for protection. This is what they're saying. Girl, the world is lost. And if these are the type of women that's gonna be running it, baby, y'all think we in the days of Noah. It's gonna be the days of Noah times 2.
What we're speaking of, because it's new to you. You've never heard anyone talk like this to you, and so you're really afraid. You are listen. You are young as hell, and you still have a lot of growing to do. And I think that instead of you going back and forth with the women on here, you go and do your due diligence and look into the things that we're telling you. Right.
Ain't nothing to look into,
and
baby.
Then we can have a conversation. You're not right now. You don't understand. Okay, you don't. I promise you. But
nobody needs to be understanding none of this.
I'm gonna let you go. They don't want to listen because it makes them feel less than a man to listen to a woman.
Yes. I love what Creative was saying as far as accountability as for women. You men really don't. Y'all been saying these things about women, but y'all really don't want us to take accountability. Because when we take accountability and we start moving the way that we're moving, which is really taking accountability. The real accountability as women. Overall, you men, and listen, everybody say, oh, we want to change, man. We need a change on the planet. We're tired. We want peace. While we paying for water, we tired. This is the change that has to go down. This is it.
Like I just said, to stop oppression, we're going to stop having children because children don't benefit women. Women should do the right thing and get the AB pill or having in there, terminate the pregnancy. I'll just say it like that. She thinks that the solution is, what was the second one? Women have overpopulated the planet with men. Women should stop birthing their oppressors, which are men. One more. Let's see. No, it's 3. Well, no, this is one more. One more solution she has is women should practice witchcraft, sorcery, hoodoo, voodoo, etc. because it's their protection. This is the solution that she has for the world, y'all. This her solution. This is a lot of people's solution. And it's ridiculous. Mind you, I'm sharing this because I want y'all to see the mind of people. Like, I can't believe it's people out here in the world that really think like this. How your interpretation of scripture can cause so much confusion. That's why I'm sharing this.
You men don't want nothing to change. You want it to stay the same forever and ever and ever. But I'm here to let you know that change is here. And
yeah, it is, but it ain't coming from you.
Sebastian, even you said that you wanted a change, man. Do you really want the change or not? You thought that the change was going to be us women kumbaya and with you men, and it's going. No, the change is us.
I was just about to say that's probably what that they thought it was going to be. But I want you ladies to realize, right? Because there's so many men on here that will say, oh, but you guys are the ones who are bringing the kids here, so it's really your fault, right? Because they love to point the finger at us.
Man, they say that all the time.
Right?
They say that shit all the time.
So if you agree, right? Hold on. If you agree with, if the men are saying that it's their fault, because we're the ones who hurt them, and we say that we're going to stop.
Let me go back because I missed what she said.
While we paying for water, we tired. This is the change that has to go down. This is it. And what happens is you men don't want nothing to change. You want it to stay the same forever and ever and ever.
But I'm here to let you know that change is here. And you Sebastian, even you said that you wanted a change, man. Do you really want the change or not? You thought that the change was going to be us women kumbaya and with you men, and it's going no, the change is us.
I was just about to say that's possibly what they thought it was going to be. But I want you ladies to realize, right? Because there's so many men on here that will say, oh, but you guys are the ones who's bringing the kids here, so it's really your fault. Right? Because they love to point the finger at us.
Man, they say that all the time.
Right?
Who the hell is saying that? Like, where are these people at that saying all this stuff? Because I ain't never heard nobody say it. That shit sounds insane.
We say that we're gonna stop doing that.
I'm trying to see, like, why would a man tell a woman to stop bringing children into the world when the man is the one that actually puts the... Who is saying these things? I'm starting to think they just making stuff up now. They're just making this up because I ain't never heard nobody say that.
Right? Then why are you getting upset when we say we're going to take control and we're going to stop birthing people now? What is the problem?
Nobody's upset.
I'm confused.
You ain't gonna have no kids.
I take that back. People do say that to women. Stop having all them babies. They do say that. Yeah, I've heard it. It's still insane though.
How are you a leader if you violent? What the hell are you talking about?
That's feminine.
Being a leader is not.
What they call it? Y'all? Hold on.
Shut the man. You are starting.
Hold on, y'all. Listen. What
He
they
get
call
mad.
it? He crying. Just crying, sir. Hold on. Y'all, listen. Put some baby bottles in the
Y'all, he ain't crying. This is a person that they're not really giving him a chance to talk. And he probably the type of person that's like, he get a little anxious with his words. So he gonna crash out. But that don't mean he wrong.
Mufasa, whatever your name is. Put some baby bottles in, must have whatever his name. Put some baby bottles in the chat. But listen though, overall, Musta, whatever your name is, that is feminine, ladies. If a male is following, if he's a follower of another male, that's feminine. And what they call it, D-riding. I would say the D word, but we on TikTok. What they call it, D-riding. If you got another man up there,
that is not feminine.
No, it's called D-riding. It's called
that is not feminine.
These some men haters.
If you put wait, what do they call it? We have no use for men like that. That's really feminine. Feminine men.
That's the room in the
what are you talking about?
That's who's
you
in
can't even
control of
survive on this planet without men. What are you talking about?
You
can't even survive on
What
this
do?
planet.
Hold on. What do we need to survive
on this planet?
What do? Listen. Can you shut up?
Shut up.
What do we have to survive? What do we have to survive from on the planet?
Killed nearly 400 kids last month.
What do we have to survive from on this planet?
Hold
on, I gotta drop you, man. Because he ain't trying to listen to nobody.
At all.
Nobody should be listening to y'all, taking y'all serious at all.
Calm down.
You can tell he's really hurt. Like he's upset
because
it's a lot of projecting going on too. Because ain't no way y'all talking about he really hurt. And I'm here saying what y'all saying and not holding yourself accountability that you're saying it out of hurt. A lot of projecting going on.
True, because the shit Serpent be saying be cutting deep.
Yes.
So they come up here and they speak on the shit that they build. Let's be real. The only stuff being built, the reason why shit is being built is because they're being paid and it was forced. That's the only reason. Like, come on now. Yeah, it's like he just, I really wanted to hear what he had to say, but it's like something triggered him and he came up here and he just could not stop. Like, oh my goodness, man. You got to take a deep breath. Like, it's not that serious. He's mad because I was telling women.
They don't like order.
That's the truth. What do they call that? D-riding, right? When a man is following another man and putting him on a pedestal, you another man.
But
look and how you think you're going to lead us?
Yo, she's saying that First of all, God. Oh my goodness. I don't even know where to start. So she basically saying that any man that follows Christ is D-Rod.
How you gonna be our leader if you need another man to lead you? If you need another God to lead you,
I think they're missing the point that it's the Spirit of God.
Right. How do you think you're gonna lead us anywhere? That's why I told him that's feminine. Because men want to be leaders and they think, oh, we the females, we supposed to be the followers. He's doing what you feel me? You following the whole male God. Or a whole male female God. That's feminine. And I call it D-Rod, ladies.
See what I'm saying? Put the book down, y'all spreading confusion. She said you following a whole male God or a deity, a male deity. Yeah, they following a male deity for sure.
Call it D-Rod. So if he's a Christian or he's a Muslim or if he believe in all them male gods and all that bullshit, he's a D-Rod. Period.
What if it's a female God?
What are you talking? Y'all done covered them all up. Even though we know some of them.
There is one God. She said they done covered up all the female guys.
How many gods are there?
One.
But y'all all
one God.
The first gods on the planet were females. The first gods on the planet was a female.
Girl, they just be making up shit as they go. They just be making it up as they go.
You say what now? I can't see your question. What did you say?
Is it because a man believes in a male God?
There's one God.
And he is feminine, or is it because he's a follower that he's feminine?
That's D-Rod, man. That's a dick.
Is it a male God?
Everything else is just idols that people have made up from their own
They
thoughts.
gotta tell you this. Are you crashing out on the law?
No.
He's just
That's a strong judgment point. You won't even claim
it's never gonna make any sense. It don't matter what you
I'm just asking, honey.
okay? It's fine.
Don't none of it make sense. That's exactly why I'm sharing it, because people just be talking. Don't none of this make sense.
Ladies, you better run.
God,
You better run.
he's not getting away from him with his ass. The fuck? That motherfucker gave you that shit to control you, to take you from your power. Okay? And one thing you need to understand, Sebastian, is that women were here before men. You need to know this. You cannot birth women ever.
Actually, see, we can actually we're almost there with science. You know how women don't need men to.
The only reason why you guys are doing that is because you're trying to figure out a way to come
Here
here
come y'all.
without using the womb of a woman, so that y'all could come here on your own. That's what y'all really trying to do.
To be clear, nobody's giving birth to anybody without a woman and a man.
Sebastian, let me tell you this, Sebastian. Then I want to go to the new person.
Never be able to get past the womb ever. It don't matter what you guys create, whether it's fake or not, artificial or not. You will never be able to regenerate the womb ever.
Ladies, keep up the good work. Keep up.
She said, keep up the good work, y'all.
Real quick, and then I'm gonna let you go. Your washi. I'm gonna let you go real quick, okay? I love what you said, Sebastian, about how you men are trying to figure out how to survive, right? I love it. That means, ladies, keep up the good work. Because for men to have to go this far, for them to have to try to replicate the womb, and they would never be able to do it. That means that us women are doing a good job, and that means keep up the good work. That lets us know that we're doing progress. Because for these men know. Hold on, I gotta mute you, Sebastian. Time is up, man. Time is up, ladies. And these men see that their time is up. That's why they trying to create fake wombs and trying to survive.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Bitch.
Time is up.
Man first.
Time is up, man.
This man up here calling you a bitch. He need to go. He need to go.
He tweeted. Fuck is wrong with him?
How old?
Exactly. These are grown people.
Do you not know it's women?
They talk like children, don't they?
Without men.
Yeah, it's called
These are
Barbados,
adults.
Texas. Look it up.
Women are still out here having children without men.
Here she go.
They cover it up and say,
They cover it up all the time.
Hold on.
They have cysts within them. You know that it's not no cyst.
Girl.
Y'all removing babies. That's what y'all really doing. It ain't got nothing to do with no cyst.
Hold on, because I'm about to share something.
Who's doing that? I'm single. I have never heard.
She tripping.
Listen,
Well, go do your research. Listen, stop crashing out.
But you acting like this is all man.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, you can't tell us to go look it up. They're coming over here with the facts.
Y'all crashing out. Y'all crashing out. Y'all don't even know how to come up here and have a normal conversation.
Children, man.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I cannot hear everybody at one time. Hold on, I'm finna let you speak next, Yawashi. I know it's your turn, but I do want to say this because I tell women this all the time. Women have all the tools that we need to reproduce without men, and we produce semen.
Girl.
Ladies, isn't that listen?
See how I'm saying people just say anything nowadays. People just say anything and think that it. Listen, hold on. Let me see. Let me read this because. Oh my God. What she is talking about is lab experiments. Lab experiments. They just be saying stuff. The one girl, she over here, she finna tell a story about her auntie giving birth to a cyst, and that was a baby, and they took the cyst. That was really a baby. Girl, shut your ass up. So scientists have experimented with stem cells in mice, turning female cells into sperm-like cells in labs, but that's artificial and not something that happens naturally in human. How am I? Debunked that real quick.
Women should know these things. Women, this is how women were able to replicate themselves without men. And in 2025, women are getting back to that. We're learning our knowledge of ourselves.
I want to see
ourselves,
one.
which is learning about ourselves. So I'm here to let you ladies know that we have all the tools we need to reproduce without men. And guess what, ladies? We have sperm. So with us women learning these things over again.
That is a lie, y'all.
We will for 1,000.
She got it if she a damn mice in a lab.
But right now, we don't even be trying to, we figuring it out. But right
That's
now,
most ridiculous.
To stop giving birth. But we still need to get back to learning about ourselves, which is us reproducing without men. We have sperm, ladies. They're called polar bodies.
Okay, let me see some. She said they call polar bodies. Okay, let's look. Let's see some. I'm finna see if I can share my screen. Let's see. We're gonna share this tab instead, so y'all can see what I'm looking up. I don't know if y'all can see that. And there we have that. Yeah. So everything she just said was stupid as hell, and it's not true. Yeah. Let's continue.
Share something with y'all, because listen, ladies, y'all need to know the reason why for a second, okay?
And for the lady that said parthenogenesis, let's see, because I think we missed that part where she said it's called parthenogenesis. Let's look and see what parthenogenesis actually is, because let's go. She said it's called parthenogenesis. All right. Here you go. And I'm going to let her read it aloud. Oh, I just love when we crush a lie. That's what we do over here. Crush lies. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going, y'all. She finna tell a story, and I'm gonna bring some. I'm gonna enlighten y'all on that too, because she finna say something about her aunt had a cyst and she looked like she was pregnant. We're gonna talk about that too.
Okay, you watch.
Let her get it out.
Go ahead, Creative. Hold on, just let her get it out, Creative. Anyways, to the women, right? So the parthenogenesis, right? I had an aunt, right? She had a cyst, an ingrown cyst, and she looked like she was about to pop, like she was about to give birth. We took her to the hospital, right? And they told her it was an ingrown cyst and that they had to remove it surgically. So they ended up removing it. Well, the doctor's assistant, right, that was working with them on it, came back 10 years later and told my aunt the truth about what really happened, because she couldn't sit with the guilt no more because it was eating her alive. Don't y'all know that they removed her baby from her and took her baby from her, child from her, and unalived the fetus? And that's what it really was, and that they were hiding the fact that women can still give birth without men.
Now, one thing I do not do is believe every story that's being told. Now, in her aunt's situation, it could have been a baby for real, and they just took the baby. We don't know what really happened, but I do know this. Ain't no woman getting herself pregnant.
And without the seed of a man, we don't need them. That woman came forth and told us the truth about it. That's how I learned about parthenogenesis, because she came back.
You see how you see? I don't even think they have even went and looked up the word to find out actually what that means and what it's talking about. She said, that's how I found out about parthenogenesis. You are lying. That has absolutely nothing to do with women, humans, people, period. It's about animals.
My family, and told us the truth about what they were really doing behind
a pair of lips will say anything to make you believe their lies.
Why they created religion?
They're covering it up with the fact that they're saying that women are coming into the hospitals with cysts, and it's not cysts. Okay, those are real fetuses.
Creative. Guess what though?
Right, Eminem. Say what you want to say.
Right. What does that have? Right, and creative. Look creative.
Wait, hold on, yo, because I do want to I don't want to be unfair to him. You feel me?
All right, so let's talk about that. I'm gonna go back to this screen, and we're gonna listen to what I'm gonna listen to. Just listen to what it said, because I want to know. Shoot, somebody said a blood clot, a cyst. was a baby and they taking the babies and telling you it's a sis. Let's see. Tell me about it. None. Wow. I should have said yes. Wow. Wow. That's all I'm going to say is wow. And the fact that it connected it to what she's trying to connect it to, and saying that people often connect these things by mistake. I don't think it's a mistake. These people will say anything to try to make you believe that whatever they telling you is the truth. And it's not. That's crazy. They want y'all to believe that a woman can have a baby without a man. They working hard for you to believe that too. Golly. All right, let's continue.
I love what you said, that men even created religion because they were jealous at the fact that women could bring forth life. And by the looks of it, we have men like Yawashi and Sebastian and other men who come on my panel. By the looks from it, y'all are proving my point when I tell women that men created religion because they were jealous of women, and women are the creators. So y'all are proving it.
To be clear, religion was created to hide the truth about a certain group of people in the world that would one day remember who they were, where they came from, and take back their royal status on the earth. Religion was created to hide the truth about the people of God. It was not created because man was jealous of a woman having babies. Girl, what?
It's a game. Y'all don't want women to do it. Y'all are jealous. Y'all listen. Y'all but y'all are jealous that women could bring forth life. Even today, y'all are jealous. So I believe that men will actually go that far as creating religion. I know it.
That's the main reason, Serpent. Even the Bible, even the name of the Bible.
What's the name of the Bible?
And that's what people are not understanding.
What's the name of the Bible? I thought the Bible was Bible.
The whole purpose of our religion is because of the fact women were creating children without being penetrated by men.
Yeah.
That's why you have little girls. Hey, mommy, my nipple leaking milk. Okay, you have women that'll pee on a pregnancy stick, and it would say they're literally pregnant. This happens.
They be making
it
up as they go, man.
When you go to these hospitals, they'll give you false information because it is being hidden from the world. That was the whole purpose of religion itself. And what will happen?
The whole purpose of religion, like I said, was not to hide the fact that women can have babies without a man, y'all. Are you okay? This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. And like I said, the reason I'm sharing this is just to show y'all how much confusion is being caused by people reading the Bible and giving their interpretation of what those scriptures mean. This is ridiculous.
You can speak, Yawashi, because you've been waiting. Y'all just let him speak.
And to be clear, they use religion to colonize the world for an agenda.
Go ahead and ask him the question.
My bad. I ain't mean to unmute you.
Even if what you say is true, do you think all females would agree with this proposition that you're making? What would you do if more than half of females disagree? Can I finish?
No, because they're not stupid.
What would you do if more than half of females disagreed with your opinion and decided to keep males around?
Yawashi, guess what? That's them. And all I'm gonna do is for the women who are willing to listen to me and
The only women that's gonna go for any of this type of conversation and flow with it are witches. Fucking witches.
Let them women, guess what? Those women who want to continue
And that explains why they're number 3 on their list of things is they think that women should be able to practice hoodoo, voodoo, witchcraft, and anything else because that's their protection. So like I said, the only women that's going to be in agreement with this crap that they talking about is witches.
don't want to listen to me, they don't even know that they are actually helping the men destroy the planet. Okay?
Manipulators.
So for the women who want to continue, hold on. Look, I gotta mute you. You got a lot of noise going on in the background. But Yawashi, yes, there are women who don't agree with me.
She picked the right name, boy, and the right picture with all them slithery snakes coming out her mouth.
Mankind and stuff because of the serpent. No, overall, those pygmies will be the downfall of what we got going on, because we're trying to make the planet a more safe place for women and children. But guess what? Those women that you're talking about.
How you trying to make the place safer for women and children, and you don't even want the children to be born? You just want a world full of women. This is why we got women humping on each other and men humping on each other, and so much confusion in the world. And this is why you got women turning themselves into men, and they arguing with other women saying they a woman too. The
women who don't.
That's why we have so much confusion in this world.
Because they're the ones over there with you men, laying on their backs, popping out more and more children, making the planet a more destructive and
You mean the children that you're gonna protect? You making a world to protect the children that you don't want to be born? No logic.
More dangerous place. These men are getting worse. Look at AI now, y'all. They're getting more and more degenerate. It's getting more and more scary. It's getting more and more dangerous. So for those women who want to swim,
AI is not telling people that parthenogenesis is related to people. You are. AI is not the problem.
Yawashi, I really listen. I'm gonna let you speak. I promise. I know I repeat myself, but I just have to until you feel me? I just really want the women to hear my message. So for you to ask me, what about the women who don't want to listen to you? Guess what? Those women are very dangerous, man. And they're heading down. We're going further down, and they're helping the men destroy the planet. They're helping the men because they are the ones who are continuing.
I think our problem is witches. There was a pastor that made our problem is witches, people like this.
To birth the men. So they're actually helping the men destroy the planet.
She does need therapy.
Okay? They're the real Eves of this time. Taking us down the way.
She said they're the real Eves.
Like well versed in anthropology and sociology.
I thought Eve was. Wait a minute, because in the beginning of this, she was saying Eve, the serpent was trying to help Eve. So is Eve good or bad now? Because you going back from what you said.
The reason I ask is because I guess I'm asking for your explanation for the claim that you just made about the future. and the path that we will go
It
down.
doesn't matter. Even for now, today, even the women who are laying on their backs and birthing men, they are very dangerous.
It's just a clue.
No, we don't need a book. I don't need no anthropology
Is it
or
just
none
an
of it.
opinion then? Or do you
Hold
have
on.
the explanation?
Sebastian, listen. Hold on, ladies. Ladies, put snakes in the chat if you understand my message, man.
Man, you know, it's
If you get
crazy
what I'm
how
saying, even
people
though I'm not
think
good
because
at
they on a
articulating my
damn
message.
TikTok page and people in the chat agreeing that they got a solid message and they know what they're talking about. Like, social media has become, y'all just, I don't know.
Just lady, put snakes in the chat if you get what I'm saying about the women who want to continue to help the men destroy the planet.
She
Are
said,
these
put
women
snakes
not
in the
helping these
chat
men
if you
destroy
agree
the
with
planet?
her.
The women who want
Because
to
she a
birth-
serpent.
They're helping the men destroy the planet.
Her name
Put
is
snakes
something.
in the chat, ladies. I'm happy that even, but Sebastian, I know you want to ask questions and stuff, but guess what? At least I don't care if only one woman understood what I'm saying. There are a few in the chat that understands. So I must not be that crazy or mentally ill to have this mind state. Because the women understand.
Yeah, it's just the people that understand you are also crazy and mentally ill. Because ain't no way in hell.
Serpent, the thing is, all women understand. They just don't want to accept it.
That's a strong claim too. Evidence behind that one, or no? Just a belief.
It doesn't matter. The women understand it, Sebastian, and they know what I'm saying.
How we cause change is to actually get analytical, to actually get down and grounded with what
No,
we're talking
Sebastian.
about.
No, Sebastian. Ain't no change. But check. Hold on. We're gonna tell you to change, Sebastian. We ain't waiting for you men to change. Because guess what? Even if you men do think that you changed and it's a more peaceful place for women and children, you're still gonna want to keep the woman oppressed and suppressed. You're still gonna want to lead over us and rule over us. That's not gonna work, and it ain't been working. You men will not put us back on the throne where we belong. So guess what? We're just gonna stop giving birth to you. Okay?
I don't believe that. I have friends with benefits. You know what I mean?
I know, Sebastian.
And so it's like,
I know,
it's like, it's not
I get it, Sebastian. But Sebastian, these women are not going to. All of them are not going to listen to me. But even if I can get one woman to get my message and move upon it, I'm happy. I don't care if I get one woman.
That's sad.
Is it a good or bad message? Is it more
Great message
rather
for women? I love it. I love my message. And anybody that is against my message, you don't care about women and children. You don't.
And you are the enemy. You will be classified as the enemy.
The logic is gonna smooth out the window.
Towards nature, okay? And one thing I want to say to you, Sebastian, is that we don't need a large amount of fucking women to handle things, okay? Mother Nature has been taking the lead, okay? And so for those who don't want to get on board with this change, guess what? They're gonna face Mother Nature, okay? I promise you.
Okay.
Our ancestors are tired. They're tired. Do you think that they want to incarnate back to this hellish realm again? No.
Their asses wouldn't be here if a man and a woman didn't make them.
Know that we are intelligence, yo. The women, okay, you are powerful.
Grown people talking.
To tell you who you are or what this is.
So why is y'all using a book?
And what men don't know is that that's another reason why religion was created was to take the men away from the women, because men used to worship women as gods. So they came up with the religion and they reversed it.
Yeah, I worship my lady.
Women were respected by their men.
They took what women.
They was not being worshipped.
They took what men and just humans naturally did. The women was. We knew. It wasn't no question on who was your leader. Everybody knew the woman was the leader because that's just how it.
It wasn't no question on who was the leader because there was a king and a queen. And there was order. Yeah. That's plain and simple. It ain't no trickery to it. It ain't no theory to it. It just is what it is. There was leadership and order. That's why. Nobody was worshiping women as gods.
natural order of nature. You know, we didn't have to do a tug of war of who lead, and everybody knew the woman birthed everybody. Naturally, all men come from women, so it's just like there wasn't no the baby boy ruling over the mama. You ain't never seen the baby boy ruling over the mama and leading the mama and telling the mama what to do. You've always seen the mother telling, even in nature, you always see the mother leading the baby boy, the baby.
That's not true. We can date back to Greek gods. Gods would.
And that's not true in nature either, because there's several bird species where the male bird feeds the birds. It's they don't study a lot. They don't research and read a lot. I could tell, because a lot of this is just opinions and I don't know, imagination. Because you can turn on the damn TV and watch the Animal Planet channel to find out that the things that they're saying is not true.
Yep. Sex with their own mother. This was very old. This is.
I know Samantha.
All right, so that one ended, I think. What did I think that was the last one, y'all? That was the last one. So I gave him a little commentary and told you what it is and what it ain't. I don't know. I might do this again because there's a lot of misinformation. We can do this all day long, really. But if you caught the live, thank you. If you didn't, watch it later. Peace. Well, I hope y'all come and watch it later. Peace, though. Peace.